to make the tracks go together. Then my mind, 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 then my mind. I love drum and bass. My mind, my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind.
G'day everyone, how are we all going? My name's T. Welcome to Perth Scientology Audit. I'm kind of changing my name over to A Voice Down Under. Welcome. I am winging it like my eyeliner as usual. I have lots of clips and things, but I just haven't sorted out what order I'm going to do it in or what the actual hell I'm doing. I haven't got my mic in front of me. That would help. Hello. I've got my Captain Davies teas to keep me going and a bit of chocolate tonight because it's been one of those days. So how are we all? Who have we got in here? Let's say hello. Thank you, Mad Drop Bear. Almost with the compliments. Thanks, mate. We have this lovely lady put a comment at 7:53 this morning, so she was keen. I don't know if she's in here now. So thank you. Jojo Bananas, as always, lovely to see you. And thank you for modding, Mad. Thank you for modding, Joe. Thank you for modding, Irish. So lovely of you to be here. Thank you so much. And we've got Laurie. And Miriam from up north, Scientology up north. Thanks for being here. All the way from Finland. Awesome. All right. Okay. So the title is Taiwanese Trapped. Scientology Sydney Slaves. I didn't make that up. That was ChatGPT, by the way. So what I want to highlight today, I want to talk a bit. I'm obviously I'm here to talk about stuff down under. And I want to talk about the organisation in Sydney and how it's connected to Taiwan and the shenanigans that are going on. Hey, Pat Jonas, how are you? I believe you're in Sydney, aren't you? So this will be relevant, very relevant to you, maybe. I'm just going to click off some of my tabs because I have got a ridiculous amount. So hang on a minute. Sorry. Okay. Hey, Paul T, how you going? And you're in South Australia. I will get down there at some point. Yeah, remember to hit the like on your way in, please, people. It would be greatly appreciated. And share the stream on your community tab if you wish. So let's begin. Where can I start with all of this? Okay, so for people who don't know, Sydney has 3 buildings with the Church of Scientology. Oh, 4 actually. I've just remembered another one. So they have the Ideal Org, which is in Castlereagh Street. They have the headquarters of AOSH ANZO, which is American Organisation of St. Hill, Australia, New Zealand. I don't know. All of Asia, all of Australia, New Zealand, and all of that. And South Pacific, Solomon Islands, Thailand, Philippines, yeah, that's the one in Chatswood. Yeah, that's correct. And then they have another big building in Dundas. They also have a mission as well, somewhere in the city in Sydney. But they have a huge building in Dundas where I did cover, I think it was last week, they had a young Thai lady that was kept hostage. Well, the family said she was kept hostage, but I believe it was the introspection rundown. It was a very, very sad story. I don't know if I should maybe just briefly go through it again. So this young lady, Alice Wu, now this was back in 2013, and this was reported on by Steve Kinane, who is an awesome journalist who wrote a brilliant book called Fair Game. I recommend you read it. It talks about the entire history of Scientology in Australia. It's a really amazing book. So in March 2012, Alice Wu was hospitalized after she punched a window at the Church of Scientology's headquarters in Dundas. That's actually incorrect because it wasn't the headquarters. I don't think it's never been the headquarters. As far as I know, I've spoken to ex-Scientologists in Sydney, and as far as I know, it wasn't the headquarters. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. The Church of Scientology, of course, deny that she was kept in isolation. So this lady, I believe she was 20. She was studying commerce. She joined the Sea Org. She was held captive. She wanted to get out. And basically her family, I think she ended up going to hospital. Her family got her out, took her back to Taiwan. And yeah, hang on a minute. So I'm going way ahead of myself. Of course, no one was available for interview from the church, but she went back to Taiwan. This is the building, some part of the building here, the entrance. And she was, I don't know if she was routing out or whatever, but she was, she wrote a confession saying that it was all not true. Everything was okay. She wasn't a hostage, you know, like they do, you know, safe pointed. But she wasn't the same. She wasn't the same afterwards. She was shuffling along like an old woman. She was incoherent. She didn't know, you know, couldn't make a decision, you know, that she was really messed up. So it's a really, really tragic, disgusting and scary story. And so the point I want to make is that I believe this is still going on today. I have another story actually I'm going to show you this. So hang on. That's what I mean. I don't know how to approach it. I need to be more organized. I do apologize. I've just got so much information and my silly brain is like, nah. Where is it? So if anyone's heard of, actually, no, I'll read the story. I do apologize. So sorry. Just trying to find the right bloody screen. Okay, I'm going to remove that. And oh, it's still there. That's good. Okay, right. So I put this one on. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, for frick's sake. Sorry, guys. Oh, dear. Hang on. Okay. Because this was a big story back in the day. But I'm not sure if it was on the news, actually. Okay, so is that there? Can you see that? Yes, right. So this is... So Operation RPF, Restoring People's Freedom. This was some ex-Scientologists that got together to try and get some other ones out. So I'll read it. This was 2011. So it wasn't in the media, I think. So it says, I consider that the greatest neglected media story about the Church of Scientology is its rehabilitation project force. This, in my opinion, is the elephant in the room, the story that no one, it seems, can confront, whether media, law enforcement, or government agencies. Because the fact is, the Church of Scientology is running virtual slave camps right in the middle of half a dozen major cities. And the deeper one investigates, the more one wonders, how in the hell can they get away with it? Sure, apologists will take exception to my calling these RPF's slave camps. Yet if one investigates, if one talks to people who have actually been in them in the last few years, that is exactly what they are. People disappear into RPFs for years, up to 6, 8, or even 10 years. They have no family, no contact with family or the outside world. I'm sorry, my cat is doing something really stupid. What are you doing? Come on, out, out. What the hell? She's trying to get inside one of the cubes. I'm so sorry, guys. Ay, ay, ay. I'm just going to try and ignore it. They have no contact with family or the outside world. They work at menial tasks such as making church furniture for pennies. They live in unbelievably crowded, squalid dormitories. Even a maximum security prison seems like Club Med in comparison. Well, leave it to the Aussies to do something about it. I had a call from my friend Kevin Mackay, Just make sure. Who's writing this? It doesn't say who's writing it. I'm sure it will say at the bottom. This stupid cat. Okay, she's left now. Who'd briefed me on something they have called Operation Restoring People's Freedom, or Operation RPF. They have a thread on the ex-Scientology message board for anyone that goes on that. A brief recap. Last year, an ex-Scientologist named Adrian Kelsey attempted to rescue his son, Shane, from the RPF. Now, I covered this story last week as well. That was the boy that was living in a garage and then under the stairs and underneath a squash court, and there was terrible conditions and everything. I'm not going to read that one again. I got copyrighted last time, but I will do maybe a separate stream just about Adrian and Shane's stories. So he was held there for many years. After a lot of back and forth with OSA, he marched right into the base and demanded to see his son. They were able to spend some time together outside the org, shadowed by OSA operatives. And though his son went back to the RPF, he ended up blowing a week later. Sorry, I am so tired today and my tongue is like blah, tongue-tied and ADHD, where I read the words that are ahead. Like my brain just doesn't slow down. Based on information from Shane and from other former Scientologists, notably someone calling themselves Blown in Australia. Oh, I haven't heard of this. I haven't read this article before, but I know the story. I'll have to look that up. Blown in Australia, BIA. A shocking picture of RPF conditions and practices emerged, including the fact that people were being held against their will at the Anzo base. Kevin and other exes narrowed their focus to 3 names that they had confirmed who definitely wanted to leave. Matt Fay, an Aussie who had grown up in the Sea Org, Brian Curry, a US citizen and Shane's twin on the RPF, and Carol Miles, a British subject. I knew Carol slightly. When we first started doing tours for the Free Wins, we had to find someone who could appear on camera as the main spokesman. Mitt Wolf, the COFSSO at the time, was hopeless on camera, so we did a bit of a talent scout and found Carol, then a singer in the ship's house band. She looked great on camera, pretty, confident, good presence. So we invented a fake post for her, Chief Executive Officer, put her in an officer's white uniform, and voila, a Free Wins spokesperson. Of course, the problem with creating a high-profile opinion leader is that they can eventually see too much, know too much, and get, as we like to say, disinfected. And that's what happened with Carol, as described by Mike Rinder a while ago on Marty's blog. So I don't know if you want me to read this. I will read this, yeah. I'll just read the whole thing. Oh my gosh, how long is it though? Oh, it's okay, because that's comments. One of the ship engineers, so this is Mike on Marty's blog. One of the ship engineers was severely disaffected with Captain Loveboat, Mike Napier. After several run-ins with him, he became increasingly enturbulated and was not sleeping. He was put under 24-hour watch with full-time guards and video cameras in his room. He was not handled with standard tech and ended up committing suicide by hanging himself in the shower. Wow. Sorry, I was not expecting that. Delayed trigger warning. Let's just be aware there might be some more. There's always shocking stuff with Scientology. It's just terrible. So that happened. The entire incident was covered up so as not to create a flap. False information was given to the authorities. Carol Miles, the public officer and public face of the Free Wins, has disappeared. I guess, like Heber, no one dares ask where she is. So Heber Jens, who is still missing to this day, I believe. He was in the hole. He was supposedly up at Gold Base, and he's disappeared, and I think he might even be like in his 80s. He's getting on a bit, and yeah. Oh, hey, Sophia. Hello. Sorry, I'm not able to look at chat while I'm reading. Jennifer Layton, hello. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, these thanks, Mad. These stories are just shocking, and there's so many. It's not okay. Anyway, so nobody dares ask where she is. In fact, she was being handled under the brilliant guidance of CMO ship Sue Price. with her special style of executive C/sing. I have no idea what all this means. Carol's handlings didn't go well. She made threats and became a security risk. And what happens to inmates on the prison ship when they are too hot to handle? They get shipped off to the prison colony, the RPF and CLO ANZO in Sydney. And I've heard this happening before to quite a few people. They will get, if you're out on the ship, you will get shipped off to this place in Western Sydney. High-profile problem staff are often sent to the RPF in ANZO to get them out of the way. There are several former INT-based staff there, as well as people who knew too much about the Lisa McPherson affair. Carol has now been on the RPF in ANZO for 3 years. So this was 2011? Yeah, 2011. And every day of that, she has wanted to leave, but they don't dare let her go because people, especially the OT8s, would listen to her, and she has tales to tell. So Kevin and the ex-Aussies and Anons decided to do something about it. And on Sunday, the 19th of December, they converged on the premises of CLO ANZO to call attention to illegal RPF imprisonment. The church, in their usual knee-jerk reaction, called the police, and the officers who arrived became very interested in the charges of illegal imprisonment and actually conducted welfare checks. They only found one person on the list, Brian Curry, who, surrounded by OSA and others, denied that he was being held against his will. It is a standard practice for human trafficking investigators, by the way, to interview subject outside the facility where they are imprisoned and without any of their captors present. The church told police that the other two, Matt and Carol, had been sent out of the country. The police later investigated this and apparently found that they'd left the country. The point is, we are dealing with serious matters here. Holding someone against their will is called kidnapping. Shuffling those prisoners from continent to continent also has a name, human trafficking. It's time to shine the light of publicity and public opinion on these odious practices of the church. It is time to alert law enforcement as to what's going on. And then it says, here's the video from the Sydney raid. And of course, it's been taken down. Now, this is what I find with all the stories in Australia. They have been whitewashing. They've deleted a lot of stuff. They've deleted the videos. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Chatswood. This was before Chatswood was bought. So I believe, I can't remember when it was bought, actually. I might be lying. Yeah. So, and this is what's important to me, is that this could still be going on and we don't know, because the media's had a block put on them. We haven't heard from Brian and Steve, Steve Kinane and Brian Seymour for years. And I want to go out and have a look. So the video was removed, but I actually have a copy of the video because I'm a legend like that. And I'm going to show it to you. What happens? They actually go up and knock on the door. Let me see. Let me just set it up to present. I hope you guys are all right, and I'm not giving you too much information too quickly, because I know I can talk quite fast, and I just get really passionate about it. All right, so I'm going to show you this video. And this is Operation RPF in action. Let me know if you can hear it. Can you all hear it okay? Yep. Awesome. Thanks, Joe.
Nice, pretty new signs. Yeah, at least I got one side of the new stuff done. Two sides are
I might just fast forward it a little bit.
We will do them.
It's very windy. I probably should have edited it to edit the wind out. Can you imagine if your family was in there? I would so be doing this. I'd be camped outside every day, man. Like, so messed up.
We're here with guests and to speak to Brian Curry, Matt Fay, and Carol Miles.
All right, we're going to come in.
Thank you.
Can I take a
I
seat?
can't believe they let them in. Thank you, Joe. An SP detecting dog. And then that they think they're all out. Okay.
On some Tuesday, good.
Yeah.
Shave. And I'm getting a guy to go on the flight then.
All right, thank you.
No worries. Just not.
Okay. Yeah, it's a nice spot. I know. They're around. They're somewhere. I'm sure.
So, did you notice the slight oil change?
Yeah, I did.
What, when the
When they mentioned that, we are the biggest SPs, and so security is on its way. Great, mate.
How are we doing?
Welcome, President. Three of your up here. Carol Miles.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Carol Miles, Matt Fay, and Brian Curry, who all three, according to multiple witnesses, have left the RPF on already.
I don't know.
So we're here to bring presents,
okay.
offer them a job,
Yeah.
and accommodation, because we know that their passports are being held in the safe,
Oh.
and they're virtual prisoners.
Presumptions.
No, there are no presumptions. We've
All right.
been around
You
for
know
a long
what? How
time.
about you just leave the property?
Well, it is private property,
That's right.
and you've got the right. But you
And,
know, media's coming to. If we don't speak to them today, because you know,
Well, you're going to have to ring overseas.
ring overseas.
Yeah, because they're actually not here.
No, we know they were here as
Okay,
of last
that's
week.
fine. You know what? Just leave.
Shane Belton's told us.
Just leave.
Do you know you're holding a prisoner? The media's going to be coming.
Okay.
Police are going to be coming.
Great. Bring them on. Bring them on. It's not a problem.
Because he knows they're brainwashed.
Look, this is your property, and I'm very happy
That's
to go.
right.
But you know, it is a 20-year sentence for aggravated kidnapping.
That's totally fine. Bring them on.
So we've come to help them out and give them a
That's
job.
great. I'm sure they're very appreciative of your so-called help. Well, how would they know that?
That's right.
If you've got them here and you're saying
Off you go.
they don't want to talk to us, we know that's not
Off you
true
go.
because they want to leave.
And then, so you're denying them liberty, basically. That's what you did with Shane. Okay, look, you're just making all sorts of allegations. It's just I don't know.
We've spoken to
where
Shane.
you get this from.
We've spoken to people who have been in.
All right.
We've spoken to Shane,
Yes.
Jose. We know. Look,
Actually, you don't know a hell of a lot.
And recently, yeah.
no
Okay.
more than you think.
Okay, off you go.
Are you sure you want to play it this way? Because
Just-
the easiest thing is to let them speak to us, and then we'll quietly go with them.
Okay, off you go.
We want to.
Off you
Okay.
go. They don't know you from a bar of soap.
No, we don't.
Okay,
We don't.
that's
But
not
we know
true.
they want to leave.
I know Carol Miles,
But-
because she was on the
And who was the other one?
Brian carrying that.
Brian
All
Curry's
right.
in the RPF's RPF right now.
So-
we know he
so
wanted
do you-
to leave a week ago.
Do you know Brian?
We don't have to know him. We're
But
here
you
to
know
see
Brian.
them,
No,
and
I
they
don't
can
know
tell
Brian.
us.
I know
No,
Carol
no,
Miles.
hang on. That
Okay,
doesn't. That
so you
doesn't.
don't know Brian.
Mike, that doesn't forfeit our right to
Okay,
speak
so
to
look,
him.
third
Look,
time I've asked you to leave.
why-
do
why
I need
do
to
you-
call the police?
At least know we're
Trespassing.
here. We've come down to see you.
Okay.
We're happy to leave. We've told them that
Okay, so
you're holding these people
For the
and
fourth time.
you're keeping them broke.
For the
You're
fourth
keeping their
time.
passports off them, and you're not going to let them go.
Okay.
Is that right?
For the fourth time, please leave.
We're going to go now.
All right. You're
We'll be
on.
protesting at the end of the street.
You can do whatever you want. Off you go.
If
For the
you-
fifth time,
Look,
please
you do it
leave.
the hard way.
We're starting to get me aggro now.
You're making. Do I need to ask 6 times?
Maybe I'm slow. No, they'll steal.
Come
them.
on.
Will you take their presents?
I don't even want them.
But hang on. But you've got them here.
I
Do you
don't
want to give them their presents?
post them or something? Just please leave. 6 times.
So you're the jail keeper.
Okay.
You're going to keep them away from us.
So listen, 7 times.
This
Please
is a
leave.
human rights abuse.
Okay. Police can come in and check if they want.
Sorry, can you say that again? The police can come and check them. If we've come back with the police, they will verify that
Yeah,
they're...
they can come if they want. It's fine.
All right, well, thank you. That's very good.
I agree with your accommodation. Have you delivered cards to the RPF? Really? You think? Oh, Jane. Well, we know it's counted there.
We're asked to leave. He tried to say they've gone overseas. We know they haven't.
I just spoke to a guy called Greg who's in that phase out there. Yeah, and
Samantha, look, the lady at reception seemed to think they were there.
right, he says that phase, yeah, being phase is mum. Come to different
All right.
It's Greg, guys.
It's a very quiet street to
It's coming
protest.
back here this way to give me information, though.
They also
Okay,
said
good.
that if
Can
we
I
come back
have-
with the
can I
police
have
that we
the
can
pamphlet?
check those people again?
And we'll get them out. Now,
So they need to be.
race car said, because Michael said, we'll call the police. Oh, fantastic. I'll go fold them up. I'll start folding
Let me guess, Michael said, that sounds unbelievable. It's his favorite
I was
one.
going to fold them out like that.
Oh, okay, yep.
Okay. Michael said they're not there. They're overseas.
All of them. They would be.
No, they're not overseas. Or
They're overseas.
Well, that's what he was
When did they,
inferring.
what was their flight? When did they go? What town are they in? What country?
I didn't think of that at the time. I had things on my mind.
Just lie.
Oh,
She goes, oh, there's 3 people to see them. So they're there. She said there's 3 people to see them. She was right. They're not flying all their foreign nationals overseas right now. And
they
shipping.
flew them home for Christmas, right?
So,
cost double.
yeah, she's right. We'd like to put a recording.
Yeah, you hold as well. That's good. Ooh, well, either way, if they've told us, because they've told us 3 different things now, if that's one of the guys. They're not doing anything.
It's not legal, so
Yeah. What about the other cops? Can you see them? Are they doing anything? Oh, that's him. So they're filming us. There you go, typical.
I'm sorry about the wind and the sound. I should have cleaned it up for you and done subtitles as well, but I've had this for a long time.
With that stupid camera anyway.
Been waiting to put it up.
Are you able to see? Can he see you, Shem? He's waiting until we move. We can be more patient. There you can. Yeah. Oh, oh, that's lovely.
Flipping the bird.
That is gold. He's trying it on. Alright, I think we should punch back on that. See what else we got. Oh, what's that? Oh, wow.
is that the psychiatry thing? Yeah.
Industry of death.
Is that a truck? Can you tell?
No, I think that's a display. That'd be it.
It's their big truck, I think. And there's a Sea Org bus.
Merry Christmas! Hey, oh, there's only 2 people on the bus. Oh well.
All in all, a successful raid with a success only second to actually walking out of there with the RPFers. The true bonfire has now been lit underneath OSA and it's going too fast. You can run, but you can't hide. Justice will always be 3 feet behind you. As we're leaving, a strong gust of wind knocked out. How symbolic. The milk crates got knocked over. Yeah, so this is the last kind of bit of footage. So there was the lady who was kept captive. There was Shane, and there was another guy called Jose, which they mentioned. I'll cover that story another day. Yeah, that's right, Irish. Yeah. So what I would like to do, I'm not going to say when, but it won't be long. I would like to go over there and investigate, and I would like to see if there's any sign of stuff going on. I've been trying to figure out whether it is still used for RPF, because they've stated that they got rid of the RPF, which I think we all know that's a load of bollocks. So, I would really like to go over and investigate, maybe go and knock on the door, because I like doing that. I like going undercover and knocking on the door and seeing what's what. I can't really say too much on my streams because I know Osa watch my streams. Oh, hey, Susan P. How you going? Hello. Yeah, so I'm planning a trip over there. And I also want to... Oh, so anyway, sorry, because I jump ahead. So I've been investigating this for a long time. I know that it's still in use. They were supposed to have renovated it and put a silent birthing unit in there. They haven't done the silent birthing unit as far as I know, but it is a birthing unit. It's being used for the staff. It's being used for Sea Org, and a lot of them. And they are being bussed to and from... My light's not working. Oh, blimey, O'Reilly. They're being bussed from Dundas. So that's the Dundas property I just showed you. Dundas to Chatswood. And Chatswood is the massive, big headquarters for the whole of Oceania and Asia and all of that. They are the two biggest buildings. And then they have the Ideal Org and then the Mission. And I believe Afila, who is... I'll put her channel in the description, or if someone could drop Afila's... link in the chat, that would be great. She got some footage of the mission. Yes, and I think she went to the Ideal Org as well. But no one has been to Dundas or the big headquarters for a long time. And I don't like that. I don't like that it's been, God knows, probably 10 years or something since anyone's reported on it and anyone's been up there and anyone has been a presence there. To let them know that, you know, can you imagine that they must be thinking they're getting away with absolutely everything? And, well, they are, aren't they, you know? And I would like to be a presence there. I would like to go and maybe plant some seeds if I can. I actually, let me show you. I put it up on my Facebook group. I don't know if I got that there. If anyone wants to share the link to the Facebook group. Sorry, guys. You are brilliant mods, and I love you very much. So I have a Voice Down Under Facebook group, and I posted earlier. In fact, I've clicked off my Adobe. Let me see if it's worked. What I did is, so you can go on the Aftermath Foundation's website, and you can download the cards for free, like that give the info. And... I downloaded it and I edited the Aftermath card so that it's in Mandarin. That's the language they speak. I think it's simplified Chinese. I'm not sure. So they have Mandarin and Cantonese, which I believe Cantonese is used mainly in Hong Kong, in the island of Hong Kong. Yeah, so I've put the link in that post actually of the link to the Adobe PDF file, but I don't know how that works. Maybe you have to have Adobe. I don't know, but I'm going to put these in proper images and put them in the Facebook group, and I'll pop them on YouTube as well. But I don't think you can save images from YouTube posts. But if anyone wants it, feel free to email me. For people that are living in Sydney or anywhere in Australia, because a lot of their recruitment is from Taiwan. And that was what I am getting onto now. I want to show you how massive it is in Taiwan. So I've done that one. Let me just go through what I've got here. And they're trying to get into bloody Singapore as well, which is pissing me off too, because they've got loads of money there. They'll be loving it. So in Taiwan, they actually have 15. So one ideal org and 14 missions in Taiwan. It's big. It's huge. They've got a lot of members, and they bring a lot of the members over to Australia to do higher courses. They're absolutely rinsing them, you know. I'm just trying to find. And the main ideal org in Taiwan is the biggest in the world. So I'm just going to show you. It is the biggest ideal org in the world. Or so they say. Oh, shit, I literally had it. Sorry, guys. All right. Let's see. I have to go on the bloody Scientology website to show you this. All right.
Kaohsiung. Standing at 13 stories and measuring more than 100,000 square feet, it is the largest Scientology ideal organization in the world and the first of its kind in Asia. Just through its entrance stands an appropriately massive public information center, welcoming everyone to obtain an introduction to Dianetics and Scientology.
And blah, 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 blah. I don't want to play that too much. But yeah. Oh, shit, it's still on. I don't like listening to that voice because he sounds like David Miscavige, don't you think, that guy? I think it sounds like David Miscavige. And so they opened that in, where did they open it? I should know all this. I've been reading about it. Bloody freaking, I don't know. I think it was 2015. Taiwanese celebrities. See, I don't know any Taiwanese celebrities. That's a good point. Yeah, I know they've been doing their safe pointing. I've got so many tabs. I need to sort this out big time. So they've been safe pointing. So there's a thingamabob on the underground bunker, Tony Ortega. So as usual, every ideal opening, little baby Davy from the fake Space Navy is there, and he's always the shortest in the photographs, just in case you hadn't realized. I thought I might point that out. So he, you know, when they move into another place, they safe point by getting like heads of departments or the mayor or whatever. So they've got here the chairman of the International Foundation for the Peaceful Elimination of Opium Crops, the representative of the Ministry of Interior, founder and president of the Jinghua Society Cultural Foundation, director general of Civil Affairs Bureau. And I believe, hang on a minute, wasn't that this person was the ED at one point, or had a similar name, I'm not sure. City councillor and the national policy advisor to the president. Oh my gosh. And the government think they're the nuts. The government love them. Yeah. And then you've got so this was written by the Church of Scientology. They're obviously going to be, there you go, 2015. I was right. My memory does work sometimes. So the Taiwan, what's Minister of Interior? I wonder what that is. I don't know. But yeah, blah, 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 all the stuff they've done. The volunteer ministers have been responding to disasters from the 1999 Taiwan earthquake to the gas explosion, to the Nepal earthquake. Yeah, they had a massive thing where they went around the whole of Asia. And they had their first mission open there. Oh, it doesn't say on this one. But anyway, who cares? Yeah, so they're pretty big there. I did pay for an article. I don't know if you want me to read. I hope this isn't boring the crap out of you. Let me find it. I don't know. I just wanted to get the scale of what is going on. Let's see if you've got any questions. Well, Well, sometimes they do, mate, and they make sure they've got everyone there walking around, and the same person going up and down the stairs and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it is big, 13 floors, but it's not really big. Like it's big going up, but it's not big going out. So it's like when you bring people in, it's not going to look that big, if you know what I mean. Okay, so head of security, yeah. Ugh, I hate that. And so Taiwanese, that's what was in the article. Hang on, sorry, I know I'm jumping all over the place. I'm going to share this. Hang on, this one. So this talks about it. I'll just pick bits out of this because I think it's quite a long article. So the curious rise of Scientology in Taiwan. Pretty cool picture. It's not that tall, is it? Oh my gosh. Bloody blah. Oh, it was the end of 2013. Okay. Praise the group. Da. Sorry. So they do the anti-drug work. They do everything, the same stuff everywhere. With the drug-free world, way to happiness, youth for human rights. So Scientology around the world is in broad retreat, but to be in Taiwan, you would never know that. In an area slightly smaller than the combined size of Delaware and Maryland, the total population of 23.4 million, roughly the same as that of New York metropolitan area, Taiwan has 15 missions and churches. Per capita, it is one of the most Scientology-friendly countries on earth. The island serves as a major source of donations and new members for the church, which has capitalized on L. Ron Hubbard's early suggestions that he was a new Buddha. In a sign of Taiwan's importance to the church, Scientology chief David Miscavige has also attended the opening, blah, 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 going on about America and the numbers that we all know are wrong. By contrast, Scientology's biggest church in Taiwan, the 108,000 square foot ex-hotel, is bustling. When I visited one evening last fall, I saw dozens of people coming and going in the course of a few hours. Taiwanese believers are also fundraising to build the second lavish mega church. That didn't happen. They didn't raise enough money. They opened a mission instead. And it looks a bit crappy, to be honest with you. And David Miscavige wasn't there. It is true that the Church of Scientology is expanding. Oh, that's what Scientology said. Disaster relief and all that malarkey. According to documents described as leaks from Scientology's main database of international statistics and published by Mike Rinder, the high-ranking defector Taiwanese Scientology missions were 3 of the top 10 cumulative fundraisers for the church in 2014. In June 2015, according to data published on the Scientology watching blog SecCheck, the Taipei mission tied for the first amongst Scientology churches around the world for weekly stats, reflecting sales of books, hours of counseling, and new recruits. Asked about these materials, a Scientology spokesperson described them as stolen documents. The church said Rinder was dismissed from his position and expelled because of his dishonesty. Scientology has found a lifeline in Taiwan, which the church describes as a gateway to China, a target it calls the abiding dream of all Scientologists. So there's stuff going on, man. There's stuff going on. And then I haven't read this article, but there's a guy, it looks like there's a guy called Verjanso Yang. He spent a decade in the church. He used to be one of Taiwan's highest ranking Scientologists, and he now wants nothing to do with them. When he first encountered Scientology, he was a young man seeking spiritual answers. His mother taught him how to read fortunes from star charts and the Chinese characters of a person's name. And new ideas intrigued him. Like many Taiwanese, he'd grown up with beliefs about reincarnation. In 2003, while watching TV, he saw a popular guru hypnotize a Taiwanese entertainer. The guru claimed to take the entertainer into a past life where he discovered that he'd been a pig. Yang was fascinated by the show. Taiwanese are very curious about their future and past life, so you can see why it would appeal to them. The guru's theories didn't provide him with the answers he sought, but they led him to Scientology, which claims that people must free themselves from the deep-seated traumas in past life. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I don't want to be boring you with too much stuff. They are recognized as a religion in Taiwan. And there's quite a few cults there as well, I think. Oh, what's this? Falun Gong, which merges physical practices with spiritual beliefs, or to kung fu organizations that claim to possess secret techniques for gaining supernatural powers. Well, there you go. They'll be bloody lapping up Scientology then, won't they? Oh my gosh. So yeah, you can see why it would be popular there. The first mission opened in late 1980s, and by the mid 2000s, that single mission had blossomed into at least a dozen, with several in Taipei alone. And they recognized it as a religion there in 2003. So yeah, it is massive over there by the sound of it. Let's see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. The families recognise the loss of the loved ones. Oh, hey, Susan King. How you going? Nice to see you. Yeah, it's sad when they take advantage of those who are unaware of their practices and who are unaware of their rights. And this is why, oh, my pussycat's up there. This is why I've been starting to write out some literature in Mandarin. It's just so hard to like bullet point Scientology because it's so complex. There's so much to it. But I think maybe even the bite module, you know. Yeah. Oh, so it's Taiwanese, not Thailand, so that it's very easy to mix them up. So you've got Thailand and then you've got Taiwan. So you'd be, yeah, because the people from Thailand are called Thais, and then Taiwanese are people from Thai. Ugh, you know what I mean? Maryland. Yeah. Yeah, well, you guys say Melbourne. Maryland. I don't know. The cat is stealing the show, and quite rightly so. She's very beautiful. Hey, Mike, how are you going? Lovely to see you. Hello. I'm just going through all this stuff of what's going on. She's a grey kitty, actually. She's a Russian blue lookalike, I think. The only one out of the litter of 7 that was completely grey. Yes. So that is Taiwan or Taiwan or however you say it. So 50% of the staff, and this was a few years back, 50% of the staff, I believe maybe even more, are Taiwanese. So that big building in Dundas has a bus going from the headquarters to there and back and there and back every 3 hours. And I just want to see if they're all right. I want to see if there's anything I can do. I don't know what I can do, but just to let them know that there is help available. I found there's Lifeline. There was somebody in Nora's chat this morning that was saying they could help. I don't know if she's got in touch or they have got in touch. Yeah, exactly, Sophia. Yeah, I can see why it would be appealing over there, and it's worrying, you know. And how many of them don't speak English? So there was the other case where the 16-year-old boy actually stabbed a Sea Org member and killed them. He was autistic, and they said he had schizophrenia as well. And yeah, that was a few years back. So I want to go over there and I want to report, see if there's anything I can do, see if there's anything I can capture on film, just to document it, because there hasn't been documentation of anything going on over there for years. So yes. Any questions for anyone while I have a look at my tabs? Because then I was just going to show you Chatswood and how big it is and how like out of the way it is. Because it's a bit not remote, but I mean, I've never been to Sydney. So I don't know. Oops. Oh, it's in my history. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Mad. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I just know that they get a lot of people in from Taiwan, and and some of them don't speak English, so that's why I've been making up the cards in Mandarin. And the massive big hang on a minute, I don't want that coming up. The massive big headquarters in Chatswood, I will show you that. Oh, so Chatswood is 20 minutes out of the CBD. That's good to know. Okay, cool. That's really good to know. I need to know that. I'm planning on going there. Let's see. I can't say when for obvious reasons. I don't want OSA coming after me and messing it all up. So just bringing up all sorts of stuff. Okay, where are we? There we go. So this is, you see how it's got all the bushland around it? Yeah. So this here is the front, is the like the front entrance, I guess, like where the public would come in or whatever. And I'll just show you with the person. So it's quite like set back and it's surrounded by bushland, right? So this would be the front entrance, which you can't, do you know what I mean? You can't really see a lot of what's going on. I might be able to see something. If I can stand here and have a look down there, would anyone be interested in me having a mooch around and seeing what is going on? But as well as that, there is, so there's the bit round here, I believe is the car park where the buses come and go from. Now, I would like to, if I can, stand there, if possible, where the buses come in and out, and have a sign in Mandarin, either just to plant seeds saying your doubts are valid, something like that. That's my plan. Then you've got this bushwalk that goes all the way down here. And I have no idea what, if you can get there. Because the track goes right into it. I want to have a mooch around. I want to have a look. There's also this learning village here, which I did look into because I was wondering if it was going to be applied scholastics or whatever. It doesn't seem to be. So, yeah, that is what I would love to do. I would love to have a look around there. So let me know if you're interested in seeing that. This is what it used to look like. It was an old laboratory, an acoustic laboratory that they've done up. Yeah. And this is way before. So it says 290 staff and study for up to 170 parishioners. And they travel to and from the site daily by bus. So, yeah, it would be interesting to see if it's, I just want to, you never know if somebody's going to be in trouble, if somebody's given up and think that there's no help out there, and I just wanted to go down there and see if there is, just kind of put the word out there that there are people out here that care, and there's help, You're interested in seeing it? Yeah, so I think they stop people. They try to stop people going down the lane on the side. Yeah. There was a news article about it. You'd like to see it, Michael? Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. What else was I going to show you? I was going to show you the ideal org in the city, but I think we've seen that, haven't we? Let me just go through my tabs. Sorry, guys, because I've got so much crap. I found a bloody thing with a Labour MP, Julie Owens. This was in 2014, so 11 years ago. Delivering a speech praising the Church of Scientology. It always seems to be Labour. Yes. So hang on a minute. Right, okay. So yeah, is that the one where they said Scientology locked us out? Or is it a different one? Because I did find that one where they said they were being locked out or something. They were trying to yeah. And you know what? It was a copyright thingy, Mad. I was checking the wrong email because I've got different emails for different things. So if somebody shuts down one email, it won't shut down the whole operation. Yeah, it was copyright. So I didn't know they could do that midstream. So that was interesting that happened. Yeah. Hang on a minute. I do have that video of where they get locked out. So I'm just going to see. I hope I'm not boring you to death, guys. But yeah, I would like to get down there. If anyone would like to support, the channel and help out with any kind of transportation or even just a bit of, donations towards a hotel or anything, I would love to go and do that. I've been working my ass off. I'm selling things. I'm selling like old furniture and stuff like that to try and get the money together to do this. I really, really want to be a voice and eyes down there, if I can, and just see what is going on. I really would. And if anyone would like to meet up with me, please email me and we can have a chat about it. Obviously, I don't want to announce when I'm going or would like to go. But I will be in Melbourne next week as well. I'm going to go and get the shots done and we're going to try and squeeze a protest in there as well. So, yeah. Oh, awesome, Aussie. And you're in WA at the moment, aren't you? So if you want to, if you're around and you want to hit the org up, let me know because... So I will be free on Saturday, Sunday, Monday or Tuesday, if you're around. I've got the email address. Hang on a minute. I'll put a little banner. I was saying it in Nora's chat so many times this morning or yesterday. I was like spelling it out, gmail.com and all of this. Yeah. So yeah, email me if you can and we can arrange something. That would be awesome because I've never got anyone to go down there with. So it'd be lovely to have somebody. Pardon me. I had too much Coke Zero. I'm just seeing if there's what else I've got. Sorry, guys. So unorganized. But yeah, and I'd love to go to Canberra as well and see what's going on there. We need more coverage down under. It's there's a lot of stuff about the UK and Europe and the US, but there never seems to be anything about Australia. And I would love to cover that for everyone and get some more awareness going on out there. I think it's needed because, we don't know what the numbers are really, do we? And I want to kind of get a rough idea if I can. I think I've covered all my stuff, actually. I'm just looking through all my tabs. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Yeah. I'm sure there was something else I was going to say. Yeah, that's all right, Aussie. I get it. All good. All good in the hood. Yeah. So I've got my email address going along at the bottom there. I'm sure there was something else massive I was supposed to tell everyone. Was it RPF? Dundas RPF. I don't know. Yeah, sorry. Oh, I was looking for the bloody thing, wasn't I? I am terrible. The video where they were locked out. Let me see. So playlists. I've got a massive playlist of Aussie stuff. Where are you? Come on. And I've got so many stories as well. And I've got to do the Mad, you wanted me to do the coverage of Xenophon and what happened with all of that as well. Where's my bloody playlist gone? There it is. Right. Christ, 104 videos. I think Aussie stuff too. And where is it? Because I did see it. Oh, there we go. Locals locked out. Let's see.
The Church of Scientology is shrouded in secrecy and suspicion, and their latest move at the Australian headquarters has residents fuming. Locals say they're now blocked from accessing public land, with the property looking less like a church and more like Fort Knox.
There you go. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to go in there undercover.
They've been locked out of the site.
This development could threaten lives if there's a bushfire in the area.
Scientology describes itself as the world's fastest growing religion. But residents surrounding the church's Asia-Pacific headquarters say security in their area is growing even faster.
The church has been accused of blocking access to the national park. Security gates have been installed which operate 24 hours a day, and the church plans to distribute swipe cards to residents. All of these security measures have been implemented without council approval.
The matter was referred to the Sydney North Planning Panel, who approved the church's modifications last month. However, the church upped its security in January last year, well before.
Lynn, what are the residents in this area so upset about?
The residents in the area are upset about the security measures that have been imposed.
Lynn Saville is a councillor at Willoughby City Council in Sydney and has been a resident in the area for 35 years.
Oh, I've got to do commentary, haven't I?
The neighbours have always had a high sense of ownership about this property. They've used it, they've walked through it, they've defended the creek, they've done bush regeneration here. There's been a high sense of public ownership and great love of the property.
Before the block belonged to the Church of...
I'll just pause it for a second for copyright thingamabobbies. What have we got here? So the Chicago org isn't too far from Chinatown. Trashy is planning on going there this weekend. Are you willing to share the Mandarin template? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And any requests? Do you know if he's going on Saturday or Sunday? I can knock some stuff up tomorrow. Would love to do that. The Aftermath one. I'm going to do it as soon as I get off this. I will post it up, definitely. 100%. Yeah, that would be awesome to get them out there. I mean, how amazing is the 20 billboards? Absolutely brilliant. I don't think I have. I can just tag him in a post, or how can I get in touch with him? Because I don't think I've got his email. I'm meant to be interviewing Manning 8 tomorrow as well, which should be awesome. Anyway, I'm going to put it back on.
Scientology. It was the National Acoustic Laboratory and was Commonwealth land. Walking trails connect the church's site to the adjoining Lane Cove National Park and Blue Gum Reserve, and members of the public have always had access.
The people around here have been very confused and outraged, really. And I think it's very unfortunate that the church are now trying to change, which were very reasonable conditions of consent and to which they agreed at the time.
So just to clarify, the residents in this area are
So
not
they must
upset
come in at
with
the
churches
side.
here.
No.
They are upset about the security measures that the church has put in place.
That's right, exactly right.
The Church of Scientology purchased the land in 2014. On the agreement, the church would continue to allow public access and connect where possible with bushland trails.
So it looks like they come in at that car park at the side where I showed you, and then they have to go along those walkway thingies. But it would still be really good to get a count, you know, just to see how many. And I've got the schedule from a few years ago. I've got the schedule of how many times the buses goes per day. And they said an average of 50 on each bus. So I want to check to see if that's still the same now. I think that would be interesting to just see if they're shrinking or the same.
Church's application to modify their development application was submitted in June 2019. Council initially recommended refusal on the basis that restricting access to bushland trails would create a gated community and that it would allow card-only access to a limited number of people.
The path that comes up from the national park through the bottom of the Scientology Centre, if there is a fire coming up the hill, that could move very, very quickly.
Tony Buttress is president of the Friends of Lane Cove National Park.
If there's any delay, if there's anybody there, whether it's a firefighter or a member of the public there, and they're delayed,
They don't care about that.
it won't open or can't be opened, that could be crucial. They could lose their lives.
The area of the property is 35,000 square metres
That's the car
and
park.
fits
That's all of it, I
460
believe.
people inside. There are now security gates at Greville Street and Range Street.
Oh,
Both
you can't
gates
get to the car
require a
park.
swipe card to access the park trails.
Wow.
The church added an extra access point on Millwood Avenue for its buses.
I wonder about
Many
that other
residents
trail that
here
I
are concerned that
got
they're
up
going to need
through.
a swipe card to enter the park. As a resident within the area, are you concerned about that?
I would say yes, very much so. I can't see why anybody should need a swipe card to basically go down on what is a public track into the national park. I am very much against anybody having to give their information, their personal information, to the church.
You would likely need your name, surname, potentially some kind of contact information that is uniquely identifiable to you as the person gaining access.
So you have to
Tech
apply
expert Charlie Brown.
for a card.
You need to understand where that data is going to go. Who's going to have
Absolutely,
access to it? Is it going to be sellable
sorry.
to another
Sorry.
organisation or shared? Read the privacy policy, understand it. If you have further questions, ask for clarification on the different points.
Hello?
Hi there, it's Lauren Goldman from The Current Affair. I just wanted to have a chat with somebody about the security measures that have been implemented here.
Not a problem. Could I have a contact number? We can have our media department contact you and make an appointment.
The church refused an on-camera interview, but did send us this statement saying the Church of Scientology has taken the measures to ensure the health and safety of our staff, parishioners, and all local residents on our property. Adding, we are taking extra measures to maintain access for our neighbours and the community to enjoy the nearby national park and walking tracks.
Yeah.
The increased security by the church comes after an employee of the organisation was murdered on the premises in January last year.
There you go.
Been done, as far as I understand it, without any consultation with council whatsoever, and certainly with no consultation with their neighbours.
While the Sydney North Planning Panel approved the church's modifications in general, the organisation has instructed the church make a number of changes. Security intercoms need to be installed at pedestrian gates. Signage saying visitors are welcome
I'll let you
to
know in a minute,
enter and
Mads.
enjoy our grounds
Actually, I'll
will
pause
be
it,
placed
that's
at
good.
the main entrance.
So that was who I was talking about earlier. So basically what happened, there was a Taiwanese lady she was a Scientologist in Taiwan. She, I've heard a couple of stories, but I think the main story is, hey, Kirby's mom. The main story is that she came over to Sydney to, I actually know because she was going into the Purif. She may have come to do some higher, start the bridge or whatever. She brought her 16-year-old autistic son over. I've heard somebody say, I think it might have been John Atack or it might have even been Doug actually, say that she brought him over to try and cure his autism. There was two incidences. One where he attacked his mother because he had a a MP3 player that has some pornography on it, and they were taking it off him, and he had a bit of a meltdown and everything about that, and tried to attack his mum. And then the next day, when she was going to do the Purif, I'm getting there, Mad. Patience, dearie. The next day when she was going to do the Purif, the son was searching out this member of staff. I think maybe the person that was running the Purif. He didn't want his mum to go in there. And he had a knife. I think it was a 14-inch blade, big knife. God knows where he got it from. And he was doing the whole whoo around his head and slashed this guy's neck and killed him. And then another one was injured as well. And the name of the person that died, it was a Sea Org member. And it's, I think, at the top of the list I've got it on my list of people that passed away, And it was on the, it was all over the news. In fact, I had an article and I clicked it off because, but I should have, Oh, DSA dude is wearing a wig. Hey, Power, how you going? Nice to see you here. Really? Okay. It was very fishy. And so what happened in the end was that he had schizophrenia, they say. I've heard two different things, though. There's autism or schizophrenia, but at the end of the day, he was deemed mentally incompetent, and he got deported back to Taiwan. I just hope he's okay. You know, it's just awful, absolutely awful. I can't imagine being autistic and being in Scientology. No, thank you. Which guy are you talking about, Power? So the DSA dude. What's DSA? Let me see. Who's a guy that looks like he? Oh, this guy. That's the guy. He's in charge of the parks and stuff, isn't he? Is it that guy? Which guy do you mean, Power? This grey-haired fella? Let me know. Well, yeah, he would have been a degraded being, this 16-year-old boy. Yeah, exactly. Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. That's a knife. We shouldn't joke about it though. Somebody died. It's really tragic. Oh, that's one of my favourite movies, Michael. I love it. Absolutely love it. This is the guy. So the guy with the grey hair is a local resident group. Okay. Which guy? Paralysed? I want to know who's got a wig on. I want to see. I'm going to like scan through it. He's not that guy. He ain't got much hair, that one. Well, he's going all right, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to carry on playing it. Where were we up to?
Security intercoms need to be installed at pedestrian at the main entrance, and swipe cards must be issued to a number of households in the area. However, the church can refuse issuing security access cards to any household or person it can prove is a threat to the church.
Lynn, what would you like to see done here?
Well, I would like to see the security fences removed, and for the church to maintain and to uphold its commitments.
The Sydney North Planning Panel expect the church to implement the changes early this year. A full statement from the Church of Scientology is on our website.
So there you go. And I want to get in there. I'm desperate to get in there. Not actually, I don't think I'll get in there, but I can get down there and just monitor, see how many people are on those buses, see if it matches up what it says on the document. You love the accents, do you, Michael? See, I've got an English accent with a bit of an Aussie twang. Yeah. Paul Hogan, yeah. And Paul Hogan, I love Paul Hogan, but I've got a bone to pick with him, right? Because he is the reason, or one of the reasons, I found out due to Mad Drop Bear letting me know. And I found this out when I was live ages ago. He's responsible for people saying to Aussies, let's throw another shrimp on the barbie. We don't call them shrimps, we call them prawns over here. I think it'd be good to pick a date, protest and supporter worldwide do a walk over a bridge in their town. SPs walk over a bridge, not up the bridge. Yeah, that's a lovely idea. I like that. Yeah. It's just not enough Aussies, mate. It's so frustrating, this, you know. Because we don't call them shrimp. They're not shrimps. They're prawns. They should be chuck another prawn on the barbie if you're an Aussie. So now everyone thinks we call them bloody shrimps, so we don't. You can call them shrimps. Yes, it does. Yeah, absolutely. Bloody Paul Hogan. I love him though. I was so disappointed. That broke my heart, Mad Drop Bear. When I saw that, I was like, no, he's like my hero. And it was his fault. I saw somebody else said it as well the other day that may have started it or carried it on anyway. I'm getting great hairs. Look at that. Oh, need to do my roots. Yeah. If it's USA, bloody shrimp on the barbie. That's right. Yeah. But not here. It should be prawn. But prawn doesn't have as much effect, does it? I guess. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you'd like to support me in this journey of going to these places, so there's three places in Sydney, Canberra. If you'd like to donate, I've loads of links in the channel description, in the description of this live. It would be amazing, even just to help out with a meal or two or whatever. If you can't donate, please like and subscribe and share the channel. Any little helps. I would really love to carry on exposing as much as I can down under and spreading awareness and getting some eyes on it, you know, because they have been hidden and not in the media for a number of years now. And I don't like that. I don't like that they're hiding and getting away with stuff. So yeah, we want to make a presence known down here, down in the Southern Hemisphere. Yeah, and it's same in South Africa, you know, there's no one there really covering it. Yeah, I'm from a land down under. All right, anyway, I've been on for an hour and 22 minutes. Unless anyone's got any comments or questions, I'm going to put on a song for the outro, if I've set it up this time. I said that last time and it didn't bloody work. Let me just check I've put it there. Yeah, I've got an Aussie song for the way out. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Hey, Afila. Yes. Yeah, the buses are there all the bloody time. I've seen that. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Men at work. Yeah. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. What doesn't work? What doesn't work? Oh, thanks, Kirby's mum. Whoops. Cosmic Connection. Hello, gorgeous. How you doing? Come down to Sydney. You're lucky you haven't got any of it up there where you are. Yeah, men at work are good. What, you said it didn't work for you? I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. I've had 3 hours off from my child. He's gone to the cinema. No, it's been really nice not having to worry about him coming and attacking my head like he normally does. So they're still restricting the access. The one I just showed, that's the Chatswood. Well, it looks like you have to be a resident to apply for one of those passes, which is just ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah. Skip it. What? I can't put on copyrighted music. It's the music I put on at the end is a song that I made about dating in Scientology using Scientologies. Oh, okay. No worries, mate. Hey, squirrel of ours. I always forget where you are. I think you travel around. No, that's Koala Crafts that travels around a bit. Always forget. There's so many people that I meet and speak to. It's hard to keep track of it all. But if you're in Sydney or Canberra, please email me. Melbourne. So we're going to do a protest next weekend in Melbourne. You're in Sydney? All right. Do you want to email me and see if we can, if you want to meet up or something, please email me. Yes, I know. You're so naughty. What you going to do that for? No, they're not pirates, but they think they're the Navy. That's right. Yeah. Stolen valor. It's not good. You shouldn't if it's a national park. That's right. Yeah. So have to maybe chase that up and see what's going on with that, because I haven't. Yeah, that's right. And it's at their discretion, they said. So they could just say no to everyone, can't they? Which is probably what they would do. Absolutely ridiculous. But you know what, though? We needed some rain. We did need some rain. I know my rose bushes did anyway. Got rose bushes at the back of the house, which is really silly. You got some rain as well. Oh, yeah, get your ass down here, girl. Well, down there. I'm not there, but I can be. Hopefully, we will see. Wollongong. Oh, I've got a friend there as well, actually. You've just reminded me. Well, not a friend, but somebody that I could meet up with. Is it in Australia? Bloody well should be. You did, Avila? I think I watched that, actually. Should we put it on? Do you want me to put it on? Please subscribe to Avila. Let's all just subscribe to each other and share the love and support small channels because we're awesome. Let's see what you've done, Avila. Where are you? Where's your channel? Let me see. I always forget what it is. It's Avila 8, isn't it? Avila 8. There you are. I swear I can smell weed and I don't smoke weed. And I don't know where it's coming from. It must be next door. Weird. Right, let's see. Was it 12 days ago? Was it that one? Let's see. The one with the no Scientology sign? Yeah, I think that's the one I watched. He's an Asian lady. Yeah, it's all the Asian people. They from Japan as well. They recruit from, but massively from Taiwan. Absolutely. Yeah. Deep breaths. Me, I'm free. China put 36% tariff on all US products. Sorry, US. Yeah. What's too quick? What did I do? Is it me being too quick? It's not that exciting. Yeah, well, we can have a look at Canberra.org, though, can't we? Canberra.org is, well, it's more like a mission, isn't it? That's what I was going to talk about, right? So, in fact, I've got all these bloody things. So, Hubbard said back in the day, so he came to, I've got my email up twice now. Whatever. You'll definitely get it then, won't you? Hubbard came, bloody Scientology came to Australia in 1955, and Hubbard reckoned that we were going to be the first clear continent, right? Oh, there's me boy. And then, thank you. And then now they're saying they're going to be the first ideal continent, right? So I found some stuff. This is from the Brisbane org. Making Anzo the first ideal continent. And this was back in, I'm pretty sure it was 2019 or something. And they're not. But they have bought a massive building. They've well, not in Brisbane. They haven't actually bought a building in Brisbane. That's a good point. They've bought a big building in Adelaide. They've bought one in Canberra. Oh yeah, I got a picture of inside Dundas where the RPF is. Look at all these files. Look at that. Imagine getting your hands on all these files. And there's a person there. Oh, I don't know if Power, if you're still here. If you can see, I don't know, you can't see whether it's, well, it would be Sea Org, wouldn't it? But yeah, you can see the back of this person there, and they've got printers and so many files, man. Alphabetical order. Don't ask me how I get that. I got that because it's very detective-y. I better take it down before I get in trouble. This is the person in charge. What do you call it? Not ED. The president of the whole of Anzo, Vicky Dunstan, giving the finger. Charming lady she is. She's also the one that I spoke about on my stream last week, who was fully aware that OSA was infiltrating the investigation to in the 1991 against the Children of God. There was a raid, and she was fully aware that OSA were helping out the Children of God. And she said the people in the Children of God were lovely. No, she's not a prime minister. Mate, she's up OSA's ass. So she might as well be. Yeah. Yeah. They love the paper. They certainly do. Yeah. But yeah, she's absolutely disgusting for doing that. She's always got a fake smile on her face with her tone 40 fucking face. And she's been the president for decades. Yeah. But to be involved in helping the children of God, they got 66 in total over New South Wales and the state of Victoria. There was 100 children, or just over 100 children that were taken out of that cult, that were being essayed, abused, severely abused. And all the thing, it got dropped and all the children got put back in there. And that was, she knew that. So yeah, fuck you, Vicky Dunstan. Hang on one sec. Sorry, my boys just walked in. Sorry, just saying hello to me boy, my wonderful boy. Go away. She is a bloody wanker. She is. I'll go off for you. Hang on one sec. What else did I have? Because I've got some little overlays. This is them in a Taiwanese school with Youth for Human Rights, I believe that is. They also have teams in Canberra and where else? There's a couple of these teams that go around in the vans, and they go around all the little country towns and the police stations, doing the crappy youth truth about drugs, which is not the truth, which I'm also doing up a video and a leaflet about, with all the crap. I'm running out of words because I'm starting to run out of steam. All of the information in the booklets that is wrong, that is incorrect, that's out of date. I'm going to be doing some literature on that. They also have the Youth for Human Rights. This is in Sydney, obviously, with the Opera House behind there. I've got the picture. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? They've got the, where's that little the picture I put up the other day? Look at this kid. How old is this kid, or how young is this kid? Tiny, handing out the leaflets. Yeah. And for those Aussies that don't know, Australians actually carry the tax burden of the operations in the UK. Despite operating solely in the United Kingdom, COSRECI is an Australian registered charitable organisation, meaning both UK and Australian citizens shoulder the burden of these questionable activities. And it is registered in Adelaide. Fancy that, hey? I just have to show this because I'm really, I like this. The boundary. The boundary. I can sit right on their side of the road where they told me it's their property. It's not, and I can sit there, and I'm going to sit there every time I go there now. So a big up yours to Perth Org. That was great finding that out. They didn't even come out and tell me to get off. They didn't come out at all. And they phoned the police, and the police just drove past. So that was an absolutely massive win for me over the last year of bullshit of being told to get off their property and told that it's private property, and then calling the police on me and lying and saying I was inside the church when I wasn't. So a big fuck you. Hello, Oso, by the way, because I know you're watching my shit. Just see if there's any more comments, and then I'm going to have to make a move. Get this boy to bed. Paola, yes. Oh, yeah. Post any links. Please post any links. Share each other's channels and sub each other up. Let's support fellow small channels. Please do. Yeah, and Powerlize to Paralyze does some amazing work exposing the inside workings of Scientology, the like some fascinating stuff about the e-meter and how that affects you long term. Yeah, there you go. Hour for hour, drugs are safer than e-meters. Less long-term neurological alterations. Yeah. So check out Paralyzed to Paralyze if you like scientific deep stuff. It's really, really interesting. Yeah. Oh, we got Eat More Pizza. Hey, how you going? I still need to sort out with Brian when we're going to do the reading, the poetry. Have you heard anything? Oh, he's going to be on, isn't he? Am I going into Brian's time? Oh, shittles. What's the name of the group? The Facebook group, or which group are you talking about? Let me know. It's I've got an Aussie Facebook group, if that's what you mean. It's called A Voice Down Under. You can find me on Facebook under my name. Yeah, right, Irish. Must just be the Irish. Yeah. No, we don't want any kids in any cults. That's quite right. Yep. Had a dream we were protesting somewhere, I think in Perth, and talking to a young girl. Right, okay. We'll have to link up as well, mate. Working and listening. Thank you. The Scientology stuff is at Breaking Scientology. Have you got 2 channels now? I'm so confused. I don't know if this is your handle and then you've got your channel that you've changed the name, or you've got another channel, or I don't know. I get confused. So when you hold the cans, does that shock your hands? It doesn't shock your hands. It's a very, very small current that you can't really feel. Some people have said they can feel it. But even if you can't feel it, it's still having an effect on your body. And if you check out Powerlize's channel, he actually did an experiment with some meat, with a steak, I think it was, and he put the e-meter on it, and you can see the difference in the meat, and it's pretty gross. So yeah, check that out. Australia has a long history with Australia. It does, yes. As I'm sure Denmark has a long history with Denmark and mermaids. Oh dear. Haven't heard anything about the live yet. I think I need to email him. He said this weekend, but I'm so like, I've been having like mad anxiety today because I've got so much going on. I've got to get ready for going to Melbourne. Just, yeah, loads of stuff going on. I'm interviewing Manning tomorrow. Obviously doing this tonight. Sunday, it's a school night, so I can't stay up late because I'm assuming we might have to do it after he does his normal live, if that would suit you, like that time. So he normally does, that's 7:30 p.m. for me. It's morning for you guys. So I don't know if that would suit you, mate, if he could do it after his normal one, or I don't know. We need to have like a group chat, don't we? Is Brian on at the moment, guys? Oh, so it's 2 channels, right? I didn't realize. Sorry, mate. I'll have to start promoting that. Yeah, I thought you just changed the channel's name. I don't know why. Can you cook it? Yeah, right. I think it would take a very long time because you'd have to go in little bits, wouldn't you? You can cook soup with the cans. Yeah, they did actually used to be soup cans back in the day. Hey, Brian, I'm so sorry. Am I cutting into your time? Oh, no, is it on in your 13 minutes? I always think it's 7:30 and it's not. It's 8, I think. I'm getting mixed up. Oh, okay. A wonky donkey, dinky donkey. Yeah, I knew what you meant, Miriam. I'm just pulling your leg, mate. I'm just winding you up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, make sure you sub to... Oh, and Mad Drop Bear, don't think you're going to get away with it, right, mate? Because this fella here, right, he's never done a live, and he said if he gets to 100 subs, he's going to come on. He's going to come on my show, all right? So can everybody please subscribe to Mad Drop Bear? Let me get his link. Don't think you're getting away with it, mate. I always forget the numbers after yours. Mad Drop Bear. If anyone can beat me to it, if anyone's got the bloody link. What is it? Mad Drop Bear. What's the numbers? Will you tell me? Have you got it already, Joe? Come on. You know you want it, mate. You've been at a protest and you've been on the camera and that. I think. Were you on the camera? Briefly. Matt Drop Bear. Whoop, whoop. 6632. All right. I'll try and remember that for next time. Yeah. The ladies are too quick. You were. Don't be shy. I was going to say something really silly. I used to say when I was little, I go, don't be shy, show us your guy. Don't be silly, show us your willy. But I don't want to see your willy. Like, nope. Definitely not. Sorry. I am a giant child. I'm the opposite to what they say in Scientology. I am not a big being in a small body. I'm a child in a big body. That's what I am. Big overgrown child. Does anyone know where the Free Winds is docked at? I'm sure there's a way to track it. I'm sure there is a way to track it. Yay! Thanks, Michael. Please make sure you subscribe. We've got to get him up to 100 subscribers. If you want to share him on your channel as well, mate, let's get it done. I can say Willy. I don't mind saying Willy, cockballs, whatever, but I don't want to see anybody's Willy. I don't want to see him. Oh dear. Anyway, on that note, what? Little personal, but get me drunk enough, you never know. It's a no thank you. This is a pick-free zone, yes. I always end up saying stupid stuff and I don't even know what I'm going on about, yeah. You said that last time. Yes, I did. I said it a couple of streams ago and he's still not at 100. So please, can everyone just put it on their community posts and get the word out and get Mad Drop Bear up to 100 subs. There's only 100 subs, guys. We can do this. And then we can get him on the live without getting his willy out. He's not doing that. It's not acceptable behavior. Not on this channel. I am rambling shit, so I'm going to go. And I've got 2D Blues to sing you out. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along and putting up with my total scattiness. No, they won't. No, they won't monetize you. You need to get like 3,000 views, mate. You'll have to come on lots of lives to do that. What was I saying? I interrupt myself. I can't freaking bloody ADHD. No, Willy's on the YouTube. No. And I've got a particular little, I've got a little gnome with me at the moment. I don't know where he's gone, actually. And I'm going to have a bit of fun with him as well while I'm going around Australia and shit. What was I saying before that? I don't know. I'm just going to go. Don't forget to sub up to Brian as well. He's going to be on shortly, hopefully, if his internet issues are okay. And how do I do the outro? I think it just does it automatically. I don't know. Yeah, and thank you so much for your support. Irish, thank you very, 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 very much. You're amazing. Thank you so much for your support. You're the legend, mate. You're the legend. So, yeah. And maybe next time I'll have my piano put together and I'll play you a little tinkle. All right, Paul, thank you. Oh, you put it off to Monday. Oh, okay, so you won't be able to do the poetry this weekend? Don't be silly, cover your willy. Yeah, please subscribe to Brian, subscribe to Michael, let's all subscribe to each other. I've said that 3 times now. Right, I'm going to go. I hate saying goodbye. So thanks, everyone. Love you loads. And yeah, be kind to yourself and each other, as Jerry Springer would say. All right, see you later.
I met the Sheila at the Oak, thought she was Bonza, mate. R.I.R. St. Fair Dinkum, reckon it was fate. But then I caught her snaking out, oh crikey, what a sight. Turns out she was out to the all bloody night. It's a blow, mate, yeah, I'm done. Declared my drug stash, now I'm on the run. Got a dunny full of AR breaks to fair dinkum. sat down for a yak, but a 1.1 smile just stabbed me in the back. The EO says fix it, cobber handle, you're 2D, but all this jargon's barking mad. It's lost on me. It's a blow, mate, yeah, I'm done. Too much internal time to have some fun. I'll grab me thongs, hit the pub with the crew. Fair dinkum, mate, stop the 2D blues. Now I'm down, stacked the dagger, the org. They're pushing conditions, but I'm grabbing the grog. The Sheila's no good, she's a flap on wheels. So I'll dead agent her and see how it feels. She says you got CI and your stats are shot, but fair dinkum love, this ain't worth the job. I'll blow this colt, grab me esky, take flight, cause in the end she'll be right, mate. She'll be